Good morning, friends. This is Saurya Ganesh, lecturer in electrical engineering from Government Polytechnic Jantur. We are discussing about the magnetisms. In the last lecture, we have discussed about the nature of induced EMF, that is a statically induced EMF and dynamically induced EMF. In the last lecture, we have also detailed discussions about the dynamically induced EMFs. Okay. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the statically induced EMF. So in the last lecture we have also discussed about the nature of induced EMF. Okay. So if the flux linkages with a conductor changes due to the either magnet movement or due to the coil movement, and EMF will get induced into that coil. The change in flux linkage can be practically obtained by a dynamically induced EMF or statically induced EMF. In case of statically induced EMF, there is self-induced EMF or mutually induced EMF. Means to get and induce an EMF into the coil, there must be either magnet movement or coil movement, and there should be a change in flux linkages. Okay, these two are very necessary. That is the either magnet movement or coil movement, and there is a change in the flux linkages. There should be a change in the flux linkages. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the statically induced EMF. This is the technique for generating an EMF. In this technique, neither conductor nor the magnetic field is physically moved for the EMF generation. Means in this technique, means there is a no directly or no physical movement of magnet or conductor. Both are the stationary. See here the principle of operation of the self-induced EMF or the statically induced EMF. If the flux linkages taking place with a conductor is a change, if the flux linkages, see here in case of this figure, here the piece of magnet, on that piece of magnetic material a coil is wound. This coil is connected to the battery through switch and a variable resistance R. When the switch is closed, the current start flowing through the coil. If the current flowing through the coil, it produces the flux. Now this the current is the direct current. Therefore there is no change in the flux. If you want to there is a change in the flux, then we have to change the resistance. Then if the resistance is changed, then current is changed. There should be we can obtain the change in the flux linkages here. So the flux linkages taking place with the conductor is changed by changing the magnitude of current that produces the magnetic field. Means here change in flux linkages can be obtained by changing the magnitude of the current, and the magnitude of current is changed by changing the resistance. This variable resistance is connected here for changing the magnitude of the current. Then statically induced EMF. To produce a EMF, statically induced EMF, it is necessary use an electromagnet. We have discussed about the electromagnet. Electromagnet is the artificial magnet or temporary magnet in which a magnetism is produced by flowing current through a coil which is placed on a magnetic material. So the source of excitation should be alternating. Due to the alternating source, there is a change in the coil current with respect to time. Hence in the last example, the change in current we can obtain by the change in the value of resistance. Then current will be a change. Due to an alternating source, there is a change in coil current with respect to time. So the change in current result into the alternating flux. Means our aim to obtain the change in flux. Then the change in flux here current is alternating. Therefore the change in current with respect to time. Therefore the change in current result into the alternating flux. That is the change in flux. So hence there will be a change in flux with respect to time. We can call it as the d phi by dt, means change in flux with respect to time dt. So this d phi by dt, that is the change in flux linkages, will induce EMF in the in this coil. Means when there is a EMF will be induced into that coil, we called it as a statically induced EMF. When there is a change in flux linkages associated with a coil, this is known as statically induced EMF, which is known as statically induced EMF. See here, one by step wise we can see here. The first condition is there should be a source of excitation is alternating. There should be a source of excitation should be alternating. That alternating current produces the alternating flux. Alternating current produces the alternating flux. Then the alternating flux means which flux? That is the change in flux, that d phi by dt. d phi by dt. This change in flux d phi by dt get associated with a coil, and this the EMF is induced into the coil is known as the statically induced EMF. So there are two types of statically induced EMF, that is the self-induced EMF and mutually induced EMF. So first we will see the self-induced EMF. Consider a coil having a n number of turns around a magnetic core. See here in this figure, a coil is taken having n number of turns is wound around a magnetic core. A battery along with resistance R is used to adjust the current flowing through the coil. As we close the switch, the current starts flowing through the coil. The current produces the magnetic flux lines. The current produces the magnetic flux lines. The flux produces a link with a coil, that is a flux linkages. That is the flux linkages. First current producing the magnetic flux line, then flux produce a link with a coil, that is flux linkages n phi. If the value of resistance is changed, there will be a I is changed. I, that is the current will be changed. Therefore the flux phi will be changed. Therefore flux phi will be changed. Therefore n phi will be changed. Means change in flux linkages are obtained. The change in flux means flux means that d phi by dt means flux changing with respect to time dt. This change in flux d phi by dt get associated with the coil, and the EMF will be induced into that coil is known as the statically induced EMF, that is the self-induced EMF. Then we will see the concept of self-inductance. The property of coil to oppose any change in current flowing through a coil is known as the self-inductance. The expression for self-inductance is given by L is equals to n phi upon I. This is the expression for the self-induced EMF. Okay, and this expression for the self-induced EMF is equal to E is equals to minus L di by dt. Okay, here we can define the inductance. Thus the circuit is said to be have an inductance of 1 Henry if a uniformly changing current of 1 ampere per second inducted an opposing EMF of 1 volt in it. See here, this L is the self-inductance. L is the self-inductance. When this self-inductance is of 1 Henry, we can call it as when there is a change in current of di by dt, that is 1 ampere per second flowing through a coil produces an opposing EMF of 1 volt. Then it is called as inductance of coil is the 1 Henry. Then the second is that is a mutually induced EMF. See here, there are two coils, that is the coil 1 and coil 2. If the flux produced by coil 1 gets linked with another coil, okay, we are connecting the first coil to the alternating source, then alternating current passes through that coil, that alternating current produces the alternating flux. So due to the change in flux produced by one coil, there is an EMF into the second coil. Such EMF is known as the mutually induced EMF. So in coil 1, due to alternating source, the alternating current flows, the alternating current produces the alternating flux. The common part of this alternating flux get linked or get associated with the coil second, and the EMF is induced into the second coil. This EMF is known as the mutually induced EMF. Okay, what we have discussed in this lecture? In this lecture we have discussed about the Nature of induced EMF, that is the dynamically statically induced EMF. In case of statically induced EMF, self induced EMF and mutually induced EMF. Okay,